Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let us bow our heads. Dear Heavenly Father, we come together today with grateful hearts, humbled and thankful for this moment. We thank you for your strength and wisdom that brought wisdom to these graduates to this milestone, and that we will continue to guide them through countless hours of study, late nights, early mornings, and snowstorms that make you question everything. I ask you that you bless each graduate being honored today. Grant them compassion in their care, wisdom in their decisions, patience in their challenges, and strength in times of weariness. May you guide their spirits so they see beyond tasks, caring for patients as you have cared for them with dignity, empathy, and compassion. We give thanks to the instructors, preceptors, mentors, families, and friends who offered guidance, encouragement, and sacrifice along the way. May their continued support be a source of strength in our journeys ahead. As we begin this ceremony, may this time be filled with hope, gratitude, and guidance. Guide these nurses as they step forward into their calling, committed to service, integrity, and lifelong learning. In your name we pray. Amen.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's graduation ceremony. My name is Scott Herkamp. I'm filling in for Mr. Williams, who is our director and was unfortunately unable to make it tonight. But he did want to pass along some words to y'all and make sure that you understand how proud he is of each and every one of you and how we celebrate this with you as a school, as a staff, with your family, in what is not just a destination, but the beginning of your journey. Tonight, I'd like to introduce our staff as we move forward with our presentation. If you would just briefly stand when I call your name, please. Our Director of Nursing, Ms. Brenda Resty. A very key and vital person who's an assistant administrator for us, Ms. Karen Noonan. And now for our instructors, Ms. Boudreau, Mr. Dickerson, Ms. Loveridge, Ms. McClure, Ms. Robinson, Dr. Summerall, and finally, Ms. Willoughby. Again, I want to thank everybody for coming out here tonight. It's been an honor and a privilege to be a part of the Okaloosa Technical College tradition here with our nursing program. It's had a strong tradition over the years. It has grown and become one of the true pride and joys of our school because every year we're able to turn out not only a large number of students, but high-quality individuals that are going to affect and change our community. As we all get older, I think we all understand that nurses are the people we deal with. And when you go to the hospital, as much as you might like your doctor, your nurse is the one you're going to be working with and spending time with. So, again, guys, we appreciate you. We respect you. This is a great career choice, and we look forward to seeing you not only just coming by to say hello or whatever, but also see you out there in the field and living your dreams to their fullest. Thank you.
And now we'll hear from the class president, Crystal.
Good evening, everyone. All right, so first I want to say how incredibly proud I am to be standing here with all of you today, and thank you to all the family that came as well. This moment has been a long time coming, and it's one we've all earned through hard work, sacrifice, and determination. Lots of that. Here's a quote by Haruki Murakami that says, "When you come out of the storm, you won't be the same person who walked in." That's what a storm is all about. Over the past year and a half, we've all weathered our own storms. Long nights of studying, early mornings, and moments of frustration, and countless doubts of whether or not we could do it. But we did it. We're here, and we are absolutely not the same people when we started. In core class, many of us came in with no medical experience and were immediately overwhelmed, learning head-to-toe assessments, trying to hear the lub-dub when we first did our blood pressure in sim lab. Oh God, that was a lot. And rewiring our brains to think like a nurse, come on, think like a nurse, said Miss Rusty. She drilled that into us. And yeah, I think we're all gonna be chanting that under our breath whenever we first take the cart and get report. And anatomy and physiology. Mr. Dickinson, those lectures were incredible. You had all of us trying to grasp everything that you were saying because everything that came out of your mouth was so knowledgeable. And then all of a sudden you would pause and say, oh, but you don't need to know that. Just the added information and the care that you always put into your lectures showed us that you actually genuinely wanted us to learn and grasp it. And that was absolutely, I really appreciated that. Thank you. And I know a lot of us did as well. And also being patient with all of our hands flying up and our millions of questions, and you showed us that it's okay to ask questions. Thank you for that. And Ms. Degusen, what a blessing it was to have you as our teacher. Her passion for teaching and genuine care for each of us made us feel seen, supported, and understood. The humor and warmth she brought into the classroom created an environment where learning felt exciting, not intimidating. Thank you for always being available, for listening, and for being the teacher we knew that we could confide into. And then there was Mr. Dustin. He would always say there's light at the end of the tunnel, but it could be a freight train. His freight train analogy, I think, resonated with all of us because we realized that with humor, he reminded us that while there is hope at the end, that we can't lose momentum and fall into senioritis, we like to say. He consistently pushed us to stay focused, stay disciplined, and trust the hard work that truly pays off. Pharmacology. Okay. When we first got into pharmacology, Dr. Summerall was like, you guys have a test. It is a pass or fail. We all looked around and our eyes got wide and we were like, what are we gonna do? And then Miss Boudreau would come in and be like, it's okay, it's fine, everything's fine. It's fine, you got this. Truly the dynamic of the two personalities in that classroom of the instructors balanced the chaos of junior semester perfectly. And I thank you so much for that. You guys are a power duo, for sure. To have Dr. Summerall as a teacher strengthen our clinical judgment with her probing questions, forcing us to use our brains and connect the symptoms with the diagnosis. You made us really think outside of the box. She developed and taught us how to see the bigger picture to prioritize what truly matters in patient care. And Ms. Boudreau, you reminded us to just breathe through trials, relax, and just keep going. Mr. Dickinson challenged our minds while keeping us laughing and occasionally questioning our life choices. Ms. Pavone, thank you for broadening our skills in the simulation lab. From your creative teaching approaches to letting us be the guinea pigs in your escape room, learning with you was always engaging and truly fun, and always poking ahead into our classroom telling us how proud you are of us. And Miss Noonan, where's Miss Noonan? There's Miss Noonan. We love you. Thank you for filling our bellies with breakfast. And thank you for dealing with our nonsense, like forgetting to clock in, and our SOS knocks at the door, like, please let us in. We can't be late to class. Your patience and compassion held us together more times than you know. Senior year brought its own whirlwind. The clinical paperwork intimidated all of us. 2 packets, really? We questioned at first. But we pushed through. Maternal child was a highlight, thanks to Miss Willoughby. Her passion and engagement made even the toughest concepts feel manageable. Her heart for the material reminded us exactly why we chose nursing in the first place. Thank you, Ms. Robinson, for always having an open door, an open ear, and an open heart. Your squirrel moments and jokes you gave us gave us room to breathe, even in the most stressful days. You reached out to us when we needed it most, and your warmth and kindness and patience made you an amazing teacher. You are compassionate, dedicated, respectful, and empathetic. Many of us agree you're the kind of nurse we want to become. And to Ms. McClure, Thank you for shaping us into stronger, more confident nurses. Your emphasis on thorough documentation, med-surg mastery, and high-quality geriatric care gave us a solid foundation for the real world. Thank you. Together, we faced challenges that tested our limits. We pushed through exhaustion and encouraged each other through setbacks and celebrated every small victory. Somewhere between the stress and the laughter and the endless cups of coffee, something beautiful happened. We all built friendships. We gained more than knowledge and skills. We gained a family. We became each other's support system, study partners, late-night pep talkers, and sometimes therapists. These friendships weren't formed out of convenience. They were forged in shared struggles, near tears before exams, and joy of knowing we weren't doing this alone. Standing here today, it's clear that nursing school gave us more than a new career. It gave us lifelong bonds, and we can carry these memories, these lessons, and most importantly, each other wherever our paths may lead. Finally, I want to express deep gratitude to all of our support systems that we have here today, or even the ones that couldn't make it, supporting us emotionally and physically through this whole development period. Without this support from our loved ones, we wouldn't be standing here today. Thank you for your sacrifices that you have endured to push us forward, sometimes taking care of dinner, being an almost single parent at times, and dealing with the many nights of late-night isolation barricaded in a room because I have to study. Because of many of you sitting here in the crowd today or even watching, thank you. Before I close, I want to express my deep gratitude to our instructors again. Thank you for your patience, for believing in us, and pushing us when we needed it most. Thank you for handling our endless questions, our nervous laughter, our chaos, and our occasional arguments. You didn't just teach us how to be great nurses. You taught us how to lead with empathy, strength, and heart. To my classmates, I am so proud of every single one of you. Thank you for the memories, the laughter, and the unwavering support. I am deeply grateful for the journey we've shared. Congratulations to all of us. We did it.
It is my pleasure to introduce our guest speaker this evening, Monica Dugusin. Mrs. Dugusin was an instructor here at Okaloosa Technical College from 2023 to 2025 and knows these graduates very well. Mrs. Dugusin received a bachelor's degree of science in nursing from Washington State University in 2011. She has worked in many fields, including post-op and acute care settings. Mrs. Dugusin also worked in an allergy clinic and a rehabilitation center. This shows the diverse and varied areas of nursing that one can work in. However, Mrs. Dugusin's true passion is with women's health. She is a certified birth and bereavement doula. Currently, Mrs. Dugusin is working at Northwest Florida State College as an adjunct clinical instructor in obstetrics. She is also providing IV hydration services at Sage Hydration and Wellness, and in her spare time is part of a doula group. We are excited to welcome back Mrs. Monica Dugusin.
Thank you, Ms. Rusty, for that lovely introduction. And thank you, faculty, staff, students, friends, and family for allowing me to come up here tonight to speak to all of you. It is truly an honor. Exactly 14 years ago today, my mom stood in front of me at my own pinning ceremony. She shared with me these comforting words that were spoken at her nursing pinning ceremony in 1979. As you are sitting on this stage, looking out at your family and friends, you're probably thinking to yourself, they would be so surprised to know how much I still have to learn. Scary, huh? That's the beauty of nursing. We are forever students. No two patients will ever be the same, and evidence-based practice is always evolving. This is an excellent career choice because you will always be growing and learning in the many fields that are available to you as you now step into the world as nurses. When I first entered the nursing profession, I had a very specific idea of what I thought my nursing career would look like. Honestly, it did not include teaching future nurses in the state of Florida. I was going to work in an emergency department for a few years and then go back to school to become a certified nurse midwife. And then I completely failed my first interview for a dream position as a nurse resident in an emergency department. I walked into the interview expecting the job to be handed to me based on my performance during my preceptorship. I was not prepared for the most basic interview questions asking me about my strengths, weaknesses, and future career goals. I was devastated. At the time of my graduation in 2011, the country was in a recession. Hospitals in my area were on a hiring freeze. My class was the first and only graduating class from Washington State University to not announce where each student was going to be working after they passed the NCLEX. To have lost out on an employment opportunity at this time was heartbreaking. It took 4 months before I had another job interview. Those 4 months of waiting ended up being a blessing. During that time, I reached out to mentors, fellow classmates, and former employers. I spent time in self-reflection, and in the famous words of Simon Sinek, I had to find my why. What was it about nursing that drew me to this career in the first place? The simple and first answer was, I wanted to help people. I know that many of you on this stage tonight, many nurses in the audience, and nurses all around the world would also say that they too want to help people first and foremost. But what did that look like for me, and what does that look like for you? We each enter the nursing profession from different backgrounds. Some nurses may have grown up fighting personal illness and were surrounded by nurses that provided compassionate care. From this experience, they developed a goal of helping others like they had been helped. Others might have watched loved ones as they underwent medical treatment that may or may not have been successful. And during that time, they observed nurses providing comfort through the good and the bad days. Eventually, they also became nurses to help guide patients, families, and loved ones through some of life's hardest moments. And still others might have grown up in a family with a strong background in the nursing profession. They saw the pride their family members had in their career, and they too wanted to feel proud of their career choice. There are countless stories that have led people to the nursing profession. Whatever that story is for you, students, has led you here, to this moment on this stage, to go out into the world as a nurse. Make sure to take the time before you walk into your new career with the letters LPN after your name to pause and think of your why. When I finally got that next interview, I walked in with my head held high. I found my why and was given the opportunity to share it with others. I stepped onto the spinal cord rehab unit on day one, ready to change the world. I was eager to put my skills into practice and make a drastic change in my patient's life. Turns out the real world isn't like Grey's Anatomy. That first day, I learned performing 7 dig stims was not a hazing ritual for new nurses. It was going to be my daily job and a daily part of my patients' lives. I quickly learned how to delegate tasks and perform all my responsibilities while prioritizing time management. Eventually, I found a full-time job working in an allergy and immunology office. While this was not my dream job, and I fought with the fax machine daily, I showed up each day eager to learn more about the field of nursing I found myself working in. It was a fascinating area of study, with more disease processes and allergies than I ever thought possible. It would have been easy for me to just show up, do the bare minimum, collect a paycheck, and go home. Instead, I used that time to gain knowledge I didn't get to learn while in school. Again, the beauty of nursing is that there are so many fields of study that it is impossible to learn it all in a classroom. Fast forward a few years, and I found myself working on a progressive care unit in Utah. I was assigned a patient one morning and realized that this patient was exhibiting the signs and symptoms of a rare reaction to a medication. 2 cardiologists brushed off my urgency to come see the patient. The nursing supervisor tried to convince me that the patient had just bitten their tongue, and my charge nurse was trying to help me figure out the chain of command so that I could continue to advocate for my patient. Finally, the intensivist arrived to the unit and listened as I explained the situation and presented the patient's symptoms. Seconds later, I was handing the doctor medications to sedate that patient as an emergency broadcast paged overhead for specialists to come intubate the patient. That patient survived because I made the decision years ago to dedicate my time working in an allergy office to advance my knowledge instead of doing the bare minimum. My not dream job ended up saving a patient's life in my future dream job. No matter where you end up in life, show up each day with a positive attitude. Learn what you can about the field of nursing that you find yourself working in, even if it's not your dream job. Remember to be a forever student, following evidence-based practice and learning to improve your skills. Be the coworker that you want to work with, and in the words of Mr. Dustin, pick your battles. I am the person and nurse I am today because of my time on the Progressive Care Unit in Utah. A large part of that is thanks to my nurse manager, Reed Hall. He was an amazing leader, nurse, and mentor. He didn't mind rolling up his sleeves and coming onto the unit to help clean up patients, help pass medications, or just check on staff throughout the shift. He strongly advocated for us to remember that the patients were more than an illness in a hospital bed. He would give us assignments that included lying down in an empty bed and seeing the world from our patient's point of view. What did we hear? What could we see? How alone did we feel? Eventually, this led to the Find the Lemon Pudding assignment. I can't remember exactly how it started, but the basis is this. The nurses on that unit spent time assisting with specialized procedures, were members of the code team, titrated critical medications, floated to the ICU often, held advanced certifications, and were members of multiple committees in the hospital. When rounding, Reed had a patient state how amazing the staff was on the unit because they had wanted lemon pudding, and the nurse took the time to get them lemon pudding. Reed realized it wasn't the fact that the lemon pudding was the best culinary dish in the world, but that the nurse took the time to see the patient as a human being. The nurse paused long enough to make that patient feel seen and heard. Thus, the Find the Lemon Pudding assignment was born. We were expected to find the lemon pudding for our patients and to do our best to fulfill it. Sometimes it really was finding an extra pudding cup, but really it was a reminder to slow down and see humanity behind the patient. I challenge you, new nurses, to take the time to find the lemon pudding for your patients. You will have shifts that keep you busy for hours, administering medications, calculating I's and O's, answering call lights, and adjusting care plans based on patient symptoms, and trying to somehow get all of that into documentation. Remember that you are not caring for a number in a bed, you are caring for a human. Someday, that patient in the bed might be you or one of your loved ones. Treat them with the same respect and compassion that you would want for yourself. You will be seeing people through some of their most difficult moments. While this shift might just be another day at the office for you, these patients are experiencing these moments for the first time. They are in unfamiliar settings, surrounded by people speaking in medical terminology that's hard to understand, and sometimes losing their ability to control the situation. Remember to slow down, remain the calm in the storm, and interact human to human. There will be hard days, and there will be rewarding days. Remember to find the lemon pudding for yourself as well. I would like to end with words taken from what is probably the most memorable lecture I gave to students at OTC. Before I do that, students, I'm going to ask you to do a few things. First, take a moment to look out into the audience. See the faces of the friends and family supporting you today. Think of those that cannot be here tonight, but that have helped you on this journey through nursing school. They too have sacrificed over the last 14 months. Many helped keep the home from falling apart while you were at clinicals. Relationships took a back seat as you spent sleepless nights memorizing medications and diseases. And quality time together was replaced with performing assessments on anyone that would sit still long enough. Next, I ask you to look over at your instructors. They have walked alongside you for the last 3 semesters, teaching you and guiding you. They have pushed you to move past your hesitations and encouraged you to become the best version of yourself. They saw the potential in you, even when you might not have been able to see it in yourself. Know that they are proud of you for finishing strong and making it tonight. Now take a moment to look at the students sitting on stage with you tonight. Look to your left and to your right, in front of you and behind you. These classmates have been by your side through the good times and the bad. They have helped you with code brown situations, spent countless hours in study groups, and even more hours sitting next to you in class trying to stay awake. They have seen you at your best and at your worst, and still they sit here by your side, ready to go out into the world of nursing with you. These memories from the last 14 months will be carried throughout your lifetime. And lastly, take a moment to remember who you are sitting here on this stage. Remember your why. Think of the first day walking into OTC, trying to find the core classroom. Your first day walking into a clinical setting, not knowing what you were expected to do. Think of the first time you finally felt like a nurse. Remember a patient that said thank you and how good that felt. And now I ask you to repeat these phrases. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I forgive you. Thank you. I love you. Congratulations, class. I'm so very proud of you.
Okay, the students have prepared a slideshow that they would like to share with you. So at this time, we are going to go ahead and show just a few of the activities, memories, friendships, and challenges they experienced through the years. Well, the 14 months anyway. We will now present 3 special awards for outstanding achievement displayed by certain students throughout the year. Students, when your name is called, please come forward and receive your award. They do not know who's receiving this award. So, yes, Lisa.
The first award we're presenting tonight is for the highest GPA throughout the whole program. Overcoming the stress of test anxiety, juggling study time with family, work, and personal commitments can be very, very challenging for all of our students. With an overall average of 96%, we're very proud to present this award for academic excellence to Shamela Bossa.
The Spirit of Nursing Award recognizes the outstanding, most deserving student nurse who has embodied the characteristics of being an effective communicator, has established therapeutic relationships with the patients and their families, as well as their peers and instructors. They have delivered quality patient care and maintained a high standard of performance and integrity, while at the same time having a positive attitude during difficult times. This student is full of life, friendly, easygoing, always a team player, ready to lend a helping hand, and is a role model to their peers. It is our pleasure to present this award to Amber Blake.
Our next award is the Clinical Excellence Award. The Clinical Excellence Award is presented to a student who best demonstrates competency of nursing skills and compassion to those that they serve. This is exemplified by a commitment to providing safe, professional, quality care in a conscientious manner. This student exhibits confidence, which inspires trust through competency and planning. Finally, the clinical excellence has professional demeanor expressed through behavior and dialogue while caring for patients. It is our pleasure to present the Clinical Excellence Award to Brandy Lee.
We will now begin the pinning of the graduates. Family and friends, as your graduate is pinned, please stand during their pinning, then be seated once they're pinned so other family members can see them. Normally, it is my pleasure to pin the students, but you see what they did to me. No, they didn't. So, Amy, their senior instructor and highest clapping getter, is going to go ahead and do the pinning for me.
Okay, we'd like to invite Mackenzie Bartels. Amber Blake. Shamila Basa. William Copeland. Raquel Davis. Pamela Hodges. Shelby Keeley. Brandy Lee. Caroline Leo.
Dad would be proud of you.
Katura McNeil. Carla Navarro. Mercedes Ojibwe.
Finally did it, girl. Proud of you.
Sanisa Patel. Ashlyn Payne. Ashley Phillips.
That's my baby.
Tristan Rhodes. Ellen Rawlings. Audrey Smith. Crystal Starks. Michael Tompkins. And Sean Walker. Graduates, please stand for the candle lighting ceremony.
You, Amy. Squirrels.
The purpose of the candle lighting ceremony is to symbolize the passing of the torch of nursing knowledge and nursing care from experienced nurses to new nurses. At this time, I ask for all retired and current nurses to please stand. Graduates, please join me in reciting the Florence Nightingale Pledge. Before God and those assembled here, I solemnly pledge myself before God and the presence of the assembly to pass my life in purity and to practice my profession faithfully. I will abstain from whatever is deleterious and mischievous and will not take or knowingly administer any harmful drug. I will do all in my power to maintain and elevate the standard of my profession and will hold in confidence all personal matters committed to my keeping and all family affairs coming to my knowledge in the practice of my calling. With loyalty will I endeavor to aid in the physician in his work and devote myself to the welfare of those committed to my care. Thank you. Please be seated.
Oh, you may blow those out. No fires, please, no fires. Yeah. Congratulations again to this talented group of nursing students. It's wonderful to see how they have grown emotionally and technically into skilled nurses. I wish you all the best in your careers and look forward to calling you colleagues. Someday someone's going to come and take my position, right? Yeah, please, please. Okay. Please, please. Thank you all to all the family and friends who have supported these students in this journey. I understand the commitment you make to help your loved ones succeed. Well, this concludes the ceremony for the evening. Please, I ask you to remain in your seat and do not block the aisle for the graduates as they walk out. Okay, let them all have the opportunity to get down, and then you can share their joy with together. Okay? And congratulations one more time.